Yeah, she is. Well, can I tell them? Because they're, okay. We were talking about Degrassi. Security. How are you, sir?
I'm good, sir. How are you?
I'm very, very well.
Excellent. I had a question. I was actually wandering on IMDb earlier, and I noticed an entry that I couldn't find much information on, a little TV pilot around the mid-90s called Hiatus.
Yeah.
A little something you wrote for an unknown actor named Jason Lee. And I was writing stories, tales. I haven't been able to find the pilot anywhere. So.
Yeah, I can tell you what it is now. For years I was like, oh, I can't tell you. Essentially, it became Zack and Miri make a porno. It was a story about, I never wrote a script. All we did was write the Bible for the show. Essentially, we came up with the first 22 episodes and like all the character arcs and all that shit and the quirks and stuff. But never wrote a single script. But it was essentially like this dude who had kind of left a small town and went out to Los Angeles to be an actor, and then he wound up doing porn, and then he just got tired of it, and then he wanted to go back home and shit, and this chick who we met on the set who was a fluffer, so she jerked him off, but they'd never been intimate. That was just a professional thing and shit. And, you know, he was like trying to rescue her from this world before she got too deep into it, so he takes her back to where they were from, which I'm sure was Jersey. And then we followed like the whole season, the whole first season. It would have been like he runs a little trash and treasure store, kind of a scavenger hunt kind of store thing. And she lived with him, but he had a girlfriend who he used to date in high school. He was getting back with, and she was just like, "It's weird that you live with this girl." And he's like, no, we're just friends and shit. She only jerked me off that one time. And it was professional, so. And then over the season, you know, slowly they would kind of realize that they were falling in love and shit. And Muse was going to be in it. And Muse showed up in episode 2 as a character called Lester the Molester, who had been in porn with Jason Lee's character and decided to quit too and was going to try to make a normal life or more normal go of it where they were living and stuff. So there were whole episodes. It's like Lester gets his driver's license. We didn't really get much further than that. You know? But that was it. Yeah, that was kind of. And then we didn't wind up doing it and whatnot. We sent the Bible to Carsey Warner because they were interested in doing something with Jason Lee, and they read the Bible and they're like, this doesn't seem like any kind of show you can put on TV. I mean, it's about pornography. And my point was like, no, it's about people who give up pornography. It's moral. They weren't buying it, so it never wound up coming to pass. But then later on, I kind of repurposed some of it for Zack and Miri. I don't believe in wasting. Manufacture for use. As you could with the Green Hornet comic. That's my favorite manufacture for use thing, man. Like, thank God Dynamite, like Nick called me up and was just like, hey man, we want to do Green Hornet. We're going to take your script and turn it into a book. And I was like, hey, all right. First time I saw the issue though, I was like, this is fucking dope. This might have worked. You know, I scared myself off it because I was like, you can't direct this. You know, I listen to the internet and shit. Now that I read the comic book, I'm like, wow, I might have been able to pull this off. It didn't seem as dopey as when I was writing it and whatnot, or as out of my reach or whatever. So I don't know, that was kind of cool, seeing that kind of come to life. I just believe in if I've written it, let's find a purpose for it somewhere, you know, eventually.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, man. No, don't do that. How dare you.